it is January 5th, which is much past the time that Christmas decorations need to come down. We pulled into the garage yesterday, we went and got a drink, and I was like, I think we're like the only house in the neighborhood that still has Christmas lights
On.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that still have them up, haven't taken them down.
Yes.
But I was like, we gotta take those down.
So what did I do?
Turn them off.
I walked in the door, walked out, and unplugged them. Like, we're not.
It was kind of embarrassing. It's like...
But I'm looking at a house right now that still has theirs turned on.
That's the same house that had, like, Halloween...
Nope, that's the house next to it, because they're still blinking.
Oh. Well...
They're festive.
Then go turn them on.
Because theirs are still orange for Halloween. Their lights, they're blinking. They go like this.
They're like, they kind of look like
Spooky.
fiery, spooky.
Yeah.
So we're finally taking it down today. And I will say, because Jess has been saying for like, probably like 5 days now, every day, like, we need to take the Christmas decorations down. We need to take them down. As much as you like would probably put them up in freaking October...
Here's the thing.
You get real antsy to take them down.
Well, this year, here's the thing, and we'll just address the elephant in the room. I wasn't necessarily a Scrooge this year, but the week before Christmas, shit hit the fan that just kind of ruined the Christmas spirit for me. I did test positive for COVID. There's been a lot of people that have asked whether or not I had tested positive. I did get really sick the week of Christmas. And then I passed it to her. She's actually positive right now.
So you found out you were positive on December 20th.
Yeah.
That day, I was like, well, I better go get tested. I didn't have any symptoms. But I was like, I better go get tested because I figured, like, oh, I must just be asymptomatic because I was like, there's no way I don't have it. But I tested negative, actually. And so then we were thinking, like, oh, man, maybe I have the antibodies. Maybe I've had it before.
No, we just didn't
Because,
know.
like, how the frick did I not test positive? That doesn't even make sense. And... so we were still quarantining, like, that didn't mean that I was going out.
We haven't left the house since then.
I have not left this freaking house.
We've been quarantined for...
Since the 20th.
Today is 20 days. We haven't...
So, I still quarantined because I was exposed to her, and, like, I knew I could turn positive at any time. But I didn't have any symptoms, and we were coming up on your 14 days since you had tested positive. And so I wanted to go get a test to show that I stayed negative to, like, start working on going back into the world and hopefully returning to work and stuff like that.
Because we haven't even been to work since then.
No. So I went and got tested on, like, the 30th. And I get a call. It, like, woke me up. And... she's like, hey, I just wanted to make sure you saw your test result. You're positive. And I was like, I'm sorry, because I still don't have symptoms at this point.
You're
And
symptomless.
I'm like, I'm sorry, for the test that I just took yesterday?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah. And just, like, keeps talking. And the whole time I'm like, what? But we knew the whole time, like, it's obviously recommended that we isolate from each other. But we're the only ones in this house, obviously, so that's really hard to do. And she was so sick that, like, I would have really worried if I was just, like, go in this room and wait it out. You know, it just wouldn't. And it was Christmas, and then it was New Year's, and I just wouldn't. I would have never been able to be like, handle it, babe. We'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, I was pretty sick. Pretty sick.
So we didn't isolate, and so we knew the whole time, like, I was taking that risk of getting it. But I tested positive a little less than a week ago, and haven't had any severe symptoms. Like,
Yeah.
I honestly would have never thought that what I had was COVID, because, like, watching you go through it, and a lot of people go through it, obviously, like, even if you don't die from it. Like a lot of times you really struggle with it, and you had a tough time.
Yeah.
And then for me, my biggest symptom has just been being congested, which is annoying, but it's not like I could still go out and do like my everyday life if it wasn't COVID, you know? So it's been crazy to see like how severe it was for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then for me, it's just been like a mild head cold, I would say. So it's like that's the thing, is you have to like be so careful with it, so that if you're one of the people that it affects severely, like you just don't know that, you know?
On my Instagram story, I kind of mentioned that I had, or I don't know if I fully said I had COVID, but I kind of mentioned it.
I think you said it.
Did I?
I think.
So a lot of people had said there's this like I think people said it's like a Jamaican, I don't know what it is for sure, but I think it came from Jamaica,
and also it was posted on TikTok is how it gained traction, so who knows?
Right. So I guess the backstory is on about day 3 of me feeling sick, I completely lost my smell and taste. After a couple days, it was just really frustrating to not be able to taste anything, because it makes it hard to eat. Like, you still feel hunger, but eating is not satisfying. And so at that point, I was just so frustrated that I'm like, I'm willing to try anything to try to get this back. It was actually my family that had sent a post that was the orange, burning an orange, or the scorching an orange essentially, and then you scrape out the inside, sprinkle brown sugar on it, and eat it. And even before I posted on Instagram, I had already tried it. It didn't work. So I'll put that clip in here. It's not a whole lot of big. You don't even see me eating it, but
it looked gross.
You said the orange smelled like pee.
It did smell like pee.
I couldn't smell it clearly, but so.
And I, as of now, still have my taste and smell intact.
Yeah.
Because I really don't want to lose that.
Yeah.
Alright guys, this is what I have going on tonight. I'm really trying to get my smell and taste back, because I think I'm on my 3rd day of not having smell and taste, and it's really driving me crazy that I can't taste anything or smell anything. So there's a remedy that my family sent me that they had seen that helps somebody. I'm skeptical, but at this point, I'm willing to try pretty much anything to get my taste and smell back. I'm gonna bake an orange with the pill on it. You bake it with the pill on, and then it's supposed to, like, once it starts to get kind of brown and sweat, I take it out, I open it up, and I scoop the insides out, and I put brown sugar on it, and I eat it. And supposedly,
You don't bake the brown sugar on it?
no, you put the brown sugar on after, on the innards. Because I am so tired of not being able to taste anything. We're gonna do this. It's been kicking my butt. So hopefully I'm on the up and up. And hopefully this gives me my smell and taste back. Okay, I just pulled it out of the oven. That's currently what not the onion, the orange. That is currently what the orange looks like. I'm gonna let this cool down because it's piping hot. It's super, super soft. But we'll cut it in half, scrape out the innards, and then sprinkle brown sugar on it, and we'll see if it'll give me my taste and smell back.
And so you're still in the playoff race?
Okay. Alright, I just scooped out the insides. They came out pretty easily, so we're gonna give it a go and see. This helps. Still can't even smell it, so.
That's why we had a really quiet Christmas just alone, which is the smart thing to do anyway.
Yeah.
So
I
we
mean-
just had to do it the hard way.
Yeah.
So we were together at home, which if we had to do that, this was a good year.
And
To
our
be in our
new
new home.
that was also why Vlogmas also kind of took a hit. Is
Well, there's a few reasons. Number one is we just didn't make it happen.
yeah, true.
Number two is the struggle with that.
Yeah.
And like you were so sick.
Yeah.
So it's like there's no way we would have been like,
Yeah.
let's film. Like you don't even want to get out of bed. So
It was lucky for me. I love pajamas and sweatpants because I didn't change. I wore the same clothes multiple days in a row.
we're lucky because like we haven't had to be hospitalized and we are still, you know, for the most part healthy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just glad that you are good. You're okay.
Yeah.
You're basically on the mend.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure I'll be good to go at any point.
Yeah.
So we're lucky.
Yeah, we are. We're very lucky. We were able to Zoom with your family and
Yeah.
watch Kaylee and the kids and open their presents and
Yeah, it's
stuff
been
like
like
that.
a big part of our like current Christmas traditions is being able to watch my nieces and nephews open their presents. So like you're so bummed, but
Yeah.
then we were able to just Zoom the whole time. So
Yeah.
that was nice.
It was. So we're lucky that we're able to have those type of things to.
And then New Year's Day. Wait, we're already in bed.
Oh, for
Picking out a movie for the
New Year's
night.
Eve. New Year's Eve, yeah.
Happy New Year.
I think we got in bed like 10, 15 minutes before midnight.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we played bananagrams. We played
Jess is really big on Yahtzee.
Yahtzee right now. And let me tell you, I've won like 2 out of our 10 or more games. I'm terrible at it, apparently. A lot of bananagrams, a lot of Yahtzee. But we just wanted to address that with you guys. And
Well, there was a lot of people like saying, so some people are like, Jess, you should know by now if you're positive. Like
Yeah.
we did know during Christmas. We
yeah.
Christmas Eve or whatever vlogs are so long that we didn't have time to sit down and that vlog would have been freaking an hour long. We didn't explain it in that one so that we could show Christmas Day
Yeah.
and we just figured we'd explain after. But yes, she found out on the 20th that she was positive and here we be.
Yeah. I did see a comment that was like, I thought you already had it. I have not had it until now. I
wonder when they thought you had
I don't know. But here's the problem with me if you've been around a long time. I get sick every winter. Anyways, it's time to take down Christmas.
Goodbye, Christmas tree.
You served us well this year. It was a really pretty corner. It was fun to have a place for an actual tree to go.
This is the first time we've done red and white.
Making quick work of that tree.
Oh yeah.
She's almost bare naked. Oh, I forgot about the garland on our stairs. That's what makes me sad. Because I think that ended up turning out so blasted cute.